So check this out, people. Let's talk about AMC, right? Let's talk about AMC. Let's talk about GME. Let's talk about oil. Let's talk about oil stocks, right? Because it doesn't make sense to me that right now, right, with everything that's going on in the world, right, with Trump and Iran and the whole thing, right, we know that history shows that every time there's a war, right, what is affected? Oil is affected, right? And what happens to oil? People hold on to it. And what happens when you hold on to it? The price goes up, right? Because supply and demand, right? And so we know the patterns, right? That during wartime, oil always spikes. And it doesn't just spike. I mean, come on. You can predict this easily, unlike the AMC and GME squeeze, which is a chance, right? That you have to kind of like, you know, hope that people together hold and don't sell behind your backs like most YouTubers and apes were doing while telling everyone else to hold, right? So you can predict the patterns, right, of oil. And some weeks ago, I made a video saying that USO and some oil stocks were at a certain price, and I was keeping my eye on them because of the war that had just begun. And lo and behold, that same weekend, oil almost doubled that weekend, right? And now you have these idiot apes on YouTube promoting a movie theater company that is in high debt, will never ever pay off its debt, ever. In the lifetime of that company, they will never pay off their debt, right? They're done. So you have idiots on YouTube, on Reddit, right? Everywhere, who try to jump into these plays, right, in hopes that they can become rich, rather than getting together and jumping into a play that we know is a sure thing. It's a sure thing because oil is a sure thing right now. I guarantee everyone who's watching this video right now that come tomorrow, Monday, not only is the price of oil going to continue to spike, but I believe it's going to have an even higher spike, right? Not only is that stock going to have a higher spike, but I also believe that DJT, the Donald J. Trump stock, is also going to have a spike come this weekend, or this week rather, because of, you know, nothing good comes out of war. We know that, right? But the fact that we almost lost two pilots, right, in Iran, and we went back and found them and brought them back home alive, that's a good thing for Trump, right? And just based on that alone, I believe his stock is going to do well. But people, apes, those who watch me, are you guys really considering jumping into this stupid AMC play again? With the same people who sold you out, the same exact people. I was just watching a video on TMI. Not on TMI, but I was watching a video from TMI talking about AMC. Bro, what nerve do these people have after what they did? TMI is part of the Kansas 5, bro. He's one of the guys who lied to everybody. He's one of the guys who said, hold, buy and hold, when he had already sold. It didn't matter what he did. It didn't matter if he held or not. He was telling everyone else to hold while he had already sold. And here he is now, again, coming back with this bullshit, bro. Like, y'all people don't use common sense. You going back to the same scammers who scammed you the first time. It just doesn't make any sense. And so, instead of jumping into a play like oil together as one, right? The apes say, hey, why don't we do this? Why don't we all get together? Let's buy into oil, right? let's I don't know, let's buy into USO, right? For example, I'm just using that as an example. I'm in USO oil. The stock was at 70 when I was watching it. Right now it's at $138 per share. Bro, just think about that. That's double. That's double. That's a 100% profit. Now, you don't have to be a financial advisor or anything. You don't have to be smart to know that oil is what's going up now. And if you are a real investor, someone who takes putting your money away seriously and getting returns on your money, not putting your money into stupid plays like a child or like a fucking 12-year-old, right? Listen, I get it. I'm in the play. I bought it into AMC. I trade, I buy, I sell, and then there are stocks that I don't trade, that I hold on to, right? You're not going to hear me, not on this channel, you're not going to hear me ever promote stocks, ever. Will I talk about a stock that I buy into if I believe the stock is going to do well and I want to share that with others? Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to tell you guys, listen, oil is the play. I guarantee you this week, oil is going to do better than what it's been doing. It's only, bro, just go online and Google, don't Google, just go on Robinhood, type in oil stocks, go back just a month, and you tell me what oil was at just a month ago and see what oil is at today. Murphy oil, BP, USO, crude oil, just any oil. And you people are considering buying into a fucking failing movie theater company to start a new play? Bro, y'all niggas are stupid. Y'all people are stupid, bro. To think that listen, there are people who trade and there are people who buy and hold and there are people who invest for life, right? For their future. I don't invest like that. I don't invest like that because my life is short, right? And so I want to spend my money. I want to enjoy my money. So the fact that the people who are in this AMC play, right, the GME play, they're doing it because they believe that they can make life-changing money. Man, bullshit. You're not gonna make life-changing money. You're gonna make chump change money. It's funny that people who think that because Roaring Kitty made 40 million or 48, 50 million on the GME play, that everyone who jumps into AMC or GME is going to become a millionaire, as if though people have hundreds of thousands of dollars to buy into a stock and convert those hundreds of thousands of dollars into millions of dollars. If you spend money, you're going to make money. If you buy 10 shares of GME, you're going to make 10 shares worth of money. That is not life-changing money. Don't fool yourself. Don't lie to yourself. And don't let anyone else do the same. Grow the fuck up, people. Use common sense. 100 shares of AMC, 100 shares of GME, it's not going to make you a millionaire. It's going to get you chump change. You put in chump change, you get out chump change. Garbage in, garbage out. And so, if you want to make a big hit, right, on AMC or on any play, you got to put in big money. You think you're going to make $1 million? You think you're going to become a millionaire like Marantz has got you gassed up to believe because you own 100 shares of GME? Bro, are you fucking stupid? Does that make any sense? People get into these plays to make money. Get your money, people. Get your money. Take your money if you have to. Spend your money and enjoy life. Don't be fooled. and played by these scumbags on YouTube who are coming back to squeeze more out of you. Not the market, not the shortest, but out of their followers. They're the ones, you guys are the ones who are being squeezed. You see, all of these guys continue to sell merchandise on YouTube, like Donahue George. That's why he's got a channel. You think he gives a fuck that he's not monetized or whether he is or not? YouTube don't pay nothing. Just in order for you to make $450 on YouTube, you have to have 1 million views a month to make $450 a month. Bro, I could get a part-time job at McDonald's and make more than that. And then you got people on YouTube like Marantz Rants, Donahue George, Lottery Stocks, these scumbags, Boss Blunts, who all have businesses, right? Not all of them, but the majority of these guys who have businesses and who use their YouTube channel to promote their businesses, right? Free advertising. They have hundreds of thousands of followers. They put up their merchandise just like Donahue George, right? Just like Marantz Rants to sell his book. Just like, what's his name? Boss Blunts to promote his gym or whatever the fuck it is he owns. We're gonna be so fucking rich. It's what he's been telling his followers for some 7 years. My question, Boss Blunts, have your followers become so fucking rich yet? Nah. But I bet you're rich. I seen your videos. I see the pictures you post, right? While you're living large, right? Promoting your business using YouTube, right? And the followers that you have to promote your business, right? Because that's what it's about. The only ones growing, the only ones making money, the only ones becoming millionaires are those people like you who deceive your followers. You are a scumbag, bro. A scumbag. I've been asking you for years, hey, Boss Blunts, when are we gonna be so fucking rich? Remember that? I left a comment on one of your tacky ass videos. And your response to me was, you probably never. That's how you talk to people. You probably never. I guess you must know about me, right? You must know about me. But anyway, Boss Blunts is one of the scumbags, one of the assholes on YouTube who goes on there gassing people up, right? While stroking himself to how much money he's making off of you guys who watch him, right? Because these people get off on you guys. They get off. And while you're crying, while you're struggling, while you're trying to figure out, right, why the price of meat is so expensive, because I also watched a video by Marantz Rants. You know, it's so funny how these scumbags are, how they always got some bullshit to say, right? Check this out, right? So I check out one of Marantz Rants videos this morning, Easter, right? And he's talking about how meat is expensive, right? And how the reason why the price of meat is expensive is because of private equity. Private equity! This motherfucker, it's not enough that he's selling this whole private equity thing, right? Which is true. We all know it, right? It's true. That's how it works. That's what makes the world go round. If a business is gonna fail, and I can jump in to profit off that business failing, and the guy who's causing the business to fail ain't gonna be there to make the business work, I'm gonna take it over and I'm gonna make it work, or I'm gonna make it tank, and on the way down, I'm gonna profit off of it. That's business, bro. You can't take care of your house, someone else will buy from you, and they will rebuild it, or they will break it down and rebuild something else on that land. That is business. And if that's how private equity does their business, then you need to figure out a way to counteract that business so that you can make money from them, right? But no, you got these people bullshitting you like Marantz Rants talking about the reason why meat is expensive is because the same people who have GME on a chokehold got the price of meat on a chokehold because only 5 companies own meat. own meat, right? They own the cattle, motherfucker. Why is the price of eggs so fucking expensive? Why is the price of rent so fucking expensive? Why is the price of gas so fucking expensive? Why is it that a few years ago, you could go to a diner, buy eggs, toast, home fries, coffee for $3.50? Is that private equity too? That now I go back to that same fucking restaurant and it costs me $20 for the same breakfast? Bro, you see how these people play you? You see how these motherfuckers lie to you, gas you up, make you believe that everything is manipulated, everything is controlled? Yes, everything is manipulated and controlled. Everything. But it's not private equity, motherfucker. It's life. It's people. It's those who are in power, those who create a business to make money off that business, not to give it away for free. Then people like you come along with bullshit trying to make YouTubers or Americans believe that we have the right to take from those who actually did the work, right? These motherfuckers, these rich people, right? These people who wear their suits every day, right? They're 70, 80, 90 years old, and they put on a suit every day. They go to work every day, right? Whatever that job is. I always ask myself, why do these motherfuckers go to work every day? Why do they go to work? It don't make no sense. It don't make sense that you're 80, 90 years old, you put on a suit every day and you're going to work. They go to work because they got millions of people depending on them. They write their paychecks, not just to Sunoco's and mobile gas stations, but Kellogg's and Post cereal and freaking major corporations that are owned by these people. And then you got YouTubers talking about the transfer of wealth as if though these motherfuckers are going to be able to take over these companies, write you the check, the one that wakes up every fucking day to go to work, right? The transfer of wealth. I don't know shit, but I'm going to go online. I'm going to go, hey, yeah, we're going to become rich. The apes, they put our money in here. There's going to be a transfer of wealth. We're going to take over these companies. We're going to take over this. We're going to take over that. Who the fuck is going to write the checks? You? A lowlife, a fucking dropout that don't know how to save his own money or save to pay his rent for the upcoming month, and you're talking about a transfer of wealth? Who the fuck is gonna write my check, bro? You? Just think about what's gonna happen to the world if the market crashes and all of these people who are running the market, right, these big timers, the ones that these idiots on YouTube is talking about, we need to kill these people. And I don't mean literally. I mean, you know, kill the shorts. We need to get rid of them. There has to be a transfer of wealth. There has to be this. There have to, for what? So the world could collapse, bro? Do you hear what these people are telling you? They're lying to you. They're telling you something that's unrealistic. It's never going to happen. Never. Because that's not how the world works. It's not. Right? So you got Marant's rent selling you this private equity bullshit. And the reason why my rent is high is because of private equity. The reason why eggs cost $8 a fucking dozen is because of private equity. The reason why parking tickets are gone up is because of private equity. The reason why I paid $10 for this hat when just 2 years ago I paid $1 is because of private equity. The reason why my landlord raises the rent is because of private equity. The reason why I have to eat 1 meal a day is because of fucking private equity. The reason why no one can live in America is because of private equity. The reason why there's homeless, drug addicts, drug dealers, the reason why blacks are killing blacks is because of private equity. Bro, are you fucking stupid? Does that make any sense to you people? You don't have a life. You don't have a mind to think of your own. Has private equity ever affected your life? Has private equity ever affected anybody's life who don't own shit? Because it's never affected mine. You think Adam Aaron's decisions affect my life? You think the SEC's decisions affect my life? Personally? Shit goes up every day. Oh, people are going to say, oh, of course it affects your life. It affects the prices of going up, motherfucker. The prices have been going up from the time that the penny was created or the coin was created. Name me one lifetime that someone didn't say, what the fuck? Just 2 days ago, I was paying a half a coin for a loaf of bread, and today I'm paying a full coin, a penny. That was 2,000 years ago. 2008 years, 8 years after that, someone was bitching about the same thing. The price of bread going up now to a coin and a half. And here we are today in modern day and age, and a fucking loaf of bread costs $5. And you're going to sit here and tell me that all of this has to do with private equity? Was private equity fucking around with those people back in those days? I could care less, bro, about what the fuck these motherfuckers on YouTube are selling me. Private equity don't pay my bills. I don't need to wake up to battle them. I don't need to wake up to fight a battle that I am never going to win. The battle and the fight of between David and Goliath is a myth. It is a legend meant to teach you something. Learn it. And I'm going to tell you right now, you are not always going to beat the fucking giant. You are not. Okay? You want to lie to yourself? Lie to yourself. But don't lie to your followers, bro. Don't bullshit your followers. Because that doesn't make any sense. I guarantee you people, today's Sunday, Easter Sunday. Tomorrow is Monday. I guarantee you, oil will spike when the market opens today at 8 p.m. I guarantee you. Guarantee. Not only oil, but I also believe that DJT will do well. These are the stocks that I'm in. I don't hold to the moon. I put my money at a certain point. I watch patterns. The patterns tell me it's time for the spike. When the spike hits, I cash out, I leave, and then I come back to fight another day. Why? Because I got money to do it. Because I made my money, I took my money, and then I reinvested my money. I didn't take my money, put it into a bullshit stock like AMC, right? I was sold the bullshit about GME, and then my life savings, I simply stood there like a fucking idiot, bro. Like a fucking idiot. And I watched it. And this is not me literally. I'm talking about those who follow Morants, those who follow lottery stocks, those who follow Boss Blunts, and all of these scumbags. They literally stood there, bro, and watched their life savings go like this. AMC. They literally saw it because it didn't happen overnight, right? It didn't happen overnight. You got played. If it had happened overnight, then people would have immediately, when they saw the drop on AMC like this, halfway, immediately overnight, people would have cashed out. But because it happened so gradually, right? You would play. It went up. Oh, it's going up. It's happening. It's happening. It's happening. And now people, it's okay. Hold. Now it's going down a little farther. Day 4, day 10. Now it goes up. Oh, it's happening. They bullshit you. It's happening. Up. Now, a little lower. Don't worry, people. Hold. It's going to happen. Oh, it's happening. Yeah. And here we are. How do you feel? The fact that Morant's France can show his face every fucking day. But what do you expect from a guy who's been telling you that he has a career, and then you find out that his career is working at a fucking supermarket? His career. Bro, there's nothing wrong with working at a supermarket. There's nothing wrong with being a janitor. Hell, one of the best jobs that I've always wished I could land is a janitor's job. They pay top dollar, and you don't do shit. You clean on a Monday, you don't have to clean till Wednesday or Thursday. I know because I've done that kind of work. And so I don't have issues with work of any kind, right? That's a man, a real man, gets his hands dirty. There's no excuse, right? But when you get up and you tell everyone else that you're better than them and that you have a career and that they don't, and that, you're a failed YouTuber and that you're this and you're that, it's so fucking ironic when we all find out later on that everything you were selling your followers about your career turned out to be bullshit. The fact that people who turn on YouTube can sit there and return to these people to listen to the same bullshit that they heard yesterday, the day before, the week before that, the month before that, the year before that. It's almost a fucking decade. 3 more years, it'll be 10 years. It's the same bullshit. Do you think the woman, that mail carrier that I always talk about, who lost everything because she pulled out her pension and put it into AMC because of all the bullshit that she was believing? I talk about her all the time. You think she should come back now too? Do you think that those who TMI lied to should tune back into him and say, yeah, let's do this again? Do you think the ones who Marantz has lied to, they should come back to him? These people have books to sell. These people have merchandises to sell. These people have businesses to promote. And how better to do that than to create a YouTube channel, go and promote the most popular thing that's going on. You don't know shit about what the fuck you talking about. Just listen to Donahue George talk about nonsense every fucking day. Why? And I ask myself, why do these people who obviously don't know what they're talking about are always fucking talking? Why? Then I realized that Donahue George sells merchandise on YouTube. He sells merchandise, and so he has to continue to, put himself out there to promote his merchandise. Just like Marantz has to promote his book, just like Boss Blunt has to promote his business, and so on, and so on, and so on. And the fact that these people don't have a conscience, right? They don't have a conscience. How could you not have a conscience when someone sincerely is depending and believing on the things you people are telling them? Listen, guys, I say this all the time to Marantz, to Donahue George, to all of these people who have channels, who encourage this Moaz bullshit. These people who are encouraging you are not real. They're not real. These are scam bots. The majority of your followers are not real. The majority of your followers are scam bots who want you to continue to promote this. This is why Lottery Stocks continues to get thousands and thousands of views, even though this play died a long time ago. But I deal with scammers all the time. All the time. I talk to them all the time. I engage with them. I interact with them, not for minutes, hours, sometimes even days, so that I can learn more about them, right? And so I'm telling you people that this is a scam. The AMC Moaz is a scam. The GME Moaz is a scam. Those who didn't take their money lost it, and those who took it were smart. They were smart. And if you have the opportunity now to get your money back, and you believe that you can, then do what you got to do to get your money back. Turn off YouTube. You do not need YouTubers to tell you what play. All you have to do is watch the patterns and watch the stocks, watch the tickers yourself, so that you are not lied to or deceived. The fact that we're living in a day and age where people refuse to learn, they just open up their phones. It pisses me off, right? The other day, right now, there is the market opened some 3 years ago on this app called Gcash, right? In the Philippines, it's an overseas. Gcash is kind of like Cash App, right? And on Gcash, now you can trade stocks, right? And so, which is good, because now I can trade in the Philippines while I'm there. right? While the market is closed here in the US. And so I'm talking to my girl and I said, babe, I want you to train yourself. I want you to learn. I want you to put $20 in this stock. It pays dividends. I want you to leave it there. I want you to let me know when it's in the green, when you're up, how much you're up, and then you're going to withdraw that money. You're going to withdraw it all. Okay. You're going to do that because you're going to train yourself. You're going to teach yourself how to play with this program, with this app, so you don't find yourself trapped and stuck with money that you cannot access. So teach yourself how to take the money out, teach yourself how to put it back in, how to move it around, how to access it, and make sure that when you make a big enough profit, big enough, you withdraw that money. Then you take that money and you put it in a safe place like your bank, so that you're not scammed through the app or through some hack. You lose it all. Okay? Better to lose a small amount of your investment than to lose it all. So you take that money out, you put it into a safe place like a bank, and then you continue to reinvest. And every year or every 2 years, when you have your profits, pull all that money out, put it in your bank, and continue to reinvest. That way, your money is in a safe place. It's not sitting in the app where it can possibly be hacked and you lose all your money. Because it's not like America where we have, insurance that protect our money, right? Over there, if you lose your money, who knows if you're going to get it back, right? But my point is this, that you have to teach yourself. You cannot rely on others. You cannot open up YouTube or Google and be like, hey, Google, how do I take my money out of this? How do I put my money? How do I trade? Dude, it's not that hard to open the fucking app and teach yourself. The fact that you're waiting and depending on others to tell you how to do it is the reason why you lost it all. So people, be smart. Grow the fuck up and get your money. This time, don't let them fool you.